Hello, today we are going to discuss the Wanda Diamond League in Brussels, in particular the women's 200-meter dash, um, the showdown at Brussels, which will be on September the 3rd. So, highlighting this race, we have five very strong contenders in this particular event. So the main news from the event was that a few days ago, Elaine Thompson-Herrah, her team pulled her out of the Brussels Diamond League, the Olympic 1 and 200-meter champion who has the world lead of 21.53, and who, with her 10:54 run at the Prefontaine Classic leg of the Diamond League in Eugene, Oregon a few weeks ago, ran the second fastest 100-meter time of 10.54. Elaine Thompson, unfortunately, has had to withdraw from the Brussels Diamond League 200 in order to protect against Achilles injuries. So these are some quotes that we got from Track Alerts. These from an unknown source. You would have realized she hasn't run any 200 meters after the Olympic Games, and that is the reason not to pressure her Achilles on the curve. There is no plan to run her in any more 200 meters this season. The source close to her group told trackalerts.com, the decision according to our source is to protect her Achilles. So trackalerts.com did write an interesting article, but they only mentioned the race was between Dina Asher-Smith of Great Britain, Sha'Carri Richardson of the US, and Sherricka Jackson of Jamaica. So we have to disagree with Track Alerts on that, and we think it will be a 5-woman race, and we definitely cannot discount Christine Mboma, who is the Olympic silver medalist and world junior champion, who's run a world junior record of 21:81 and followed it up at world juniors with 21:84. It's probably on paper the fastest athlete in that event. And also her teammate from Namibia and training partner, Masilingi, who has ran 22:18. Both of these Namibian women are both definitely worth a mention and will make this race extra exciting. Okay, so this is the lineup for the Diamond League event in Brussels on September the 3rd. So the first thing to note is, as stated before, Elaine Thompson, who's withdrawn, has the world lead from the Olympic Games with her 21:53. The meeting record belongs to another Jamaican, a famous one at that, Merlin Ottey, who has the meet record of 21:64, which was set nearly 30 years ago in 1991. So in the lineup, because Elaine Thompson has withdrawn from the race, Rainy Rosius of Belgium has now been given one of the spare lanes. Initially not in the race because she's now filling the lane for Elaine Thompson. So looking at the times of these athletes, if we were to take out the German, and the two Belgians who have not broken 23 seconds, we can see that the action is between lane 3 and lane 7. Now, that is Dina Asher-Smith, Sha'Carri Richardson, Christine Mboma, Sherricka Jackson, and Beatrice Masilingi. So, looking at the athletes' performances, Dina Asher-Smith, she hasn't really ran too much this season as she was coming off injury and was still recovering on the men during the Olympics. So she has ran 22:06, and she's the third fastest woman and one of 3 who's run under 22 seconds with 21:88. So it'll be interesting if she can have her first good 200-meter race of the season. Sha'Carri Richardson, who ran, who's run 22:11 this season and won the US trials. But she'll be well challenged, surely, by Asher-Smith. Mboma, who has had a brilliant season. The 18-year-old has run 21:81 and 21:87 this year, so she's been very consistent in that sub-22 range, winning the World Juniors and securing the silver medal in the Olympic Games. So, in my personal pick out of these 5 women is probably Christine Mboma, because she's been very consistent at the big meets and she's been consistently under 22 when she needs to run it. Sherricka Jackson as well has run 21:82. However, at the Olympic Games, Sherricka Jackson made that tactical error in the first round, or was it the semis, and missed out on the final because she obviously eased up way too much and was outplaced and outdipped. Beatrice Masilingi is the training partner of Christine Mboma and was runner-up at the World Juniors, and also 6th place in the Olympic final with a personal best of 22:18. Another teenager to watch for. Looking at these athletes, if I was to choose my top 3, and I would like, anyone watching this video, feel free to post in the comment section who your top 3 would be. My top 3 out of this group is probably, I'm going to go with Mboma, then Sherricka Jackson, then Masilingi as the top 3. And I think that Asher-Smith and Richardson will battle that out for the 4th and the 5th spot, followed by the Belgians and the lady from Germany. Okay, so that's all for the women's, and that will be an exciting race to watch later on. But as well as that, before we wrap this up, we're going to just discuss the men's race, which is also of interest. So Trayvon Bromell, who has the world lead of 9:77, and it's a question mark if the meeting record of Bolt will be threatened with 9:76. Personally, I feel it won't, but I'm looking at this win being maybe a 9:90-ish, 9:90 time for this event, or high 9:8s. So Bromell, the US champion, is running in this event. He had a not so memorable Olympic Games where he failed to make the final. We have Fred Curley, the Olympic silver medalist, who's had a spectacular season after stepping down from the 4 to the 1 and the 2. Michael Norman taking a break from the 400 to run the 100 this time. So he's got a PB of 9:86. Ferdinand Umura of Kenya, he's been a real success story because Kenya has been better known for its long distance and middle distance runners, but now they have a sub 10 second, in fact a sub 9:90 sprinter with Ferdinand Umura with a PB of 9:86. Prior to this year, Kenya's national record was only 10.1 something. So a long way of improvement has come for Kenya. Not to be discounted is former Commonwealth Games champion Akani Simbini, who has a personal best of 9:84. And completing the lineup, Arthur Ceci, another sub-10 man, but not sub-10 yet this season, of the Ivory Coast with 9:93. Mahmoud Thole of France, and Rowan Browning, who was spectacular at the Olympic Games, winning his heat in a personal best of 10:01, but not quite able to replicate that in the next round. But was an interesting athlete to watch, and with this event being one round, this should play right into his favor as well in terms of not having to conserve for rounds, just playing straight into one round. So looking at this field, my pick, it's going to be tough, like between the picks. I mean, it's a pretty solid field. There's 5 guys who've run under 10 this year, and there are, in fact, there were 5 guys who've run under 990, and there are 6 guys who have PBs under 10. My pick for this, I'm going to go on, I'm going to say perhaps, it's a bit tough to tell. I think it'll come between these 4 in the middle, between Bromwell, Simbini, Curley, and Amura. I think I can see this Kenyan guy getting into the top 3. And Curley, of course. Bromwell's a bit of a question mark. And Simbini, I would probably say my pick for this is Ferdinand Amura, Fred Curley, and then between Simbini and Bromwell for 3rd and 4th. But you might have different ideas. If you think you would like to predict your top 3, feel free to post in the comments. And that's all we have time for today. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button below for more great videos from Pinoy Athletics 2.0. Okay, so thanks everybody for tuning in, and that is all for today. Bye for now.